Hey, 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 Facebook. How's everybody doing? Want to welcome you to a very, very exciting time, season, opportunity. We're just getting this out across a couple different platforms. So if you're joining us tonight, ask you to please just share in the chat because you guys know what we're doing. We're highlighting 28 days of highlighting Black entrepreneurs. So talk to us. Tell us who you are, where you're joining us from. Share your business, your email, your social media. We are absolutely pumped about this event, this opportunity. I also want to challenge you to share this, guys, with as many people as you can. Man, listen, I often don't come up here making a whole lot of requests of our audience, but tonight I am, because this is absolutely critical. This is absolutely timely. And man, we want you involved. We want your community involved. We want everybody that you know to not miss this opportunity. There's more happening with the Year of the Black Entrepreneur right now than we have time to share. And tonight it is not about YBE. These next 28 days are not about the Year of the Black Entrepreneur. These next 28 days are about you, the Black entrepreneur. And in honor, in observance of Black History Month, which is such a disservice, right? But hey, that is what it is. But this is the year of the Black entrepreneur. Let's don't get that twisted. But in honoring this next 28 days, which is Black History Month, we thought that it would be a phenomenal opportunity to highlight, to elevate, to uplift, to give exposure to 28 Black entrepreneurs. And that's exactly what we're launching on tonight. That's exactly what we're going to be sharing and doing over the course of these next few days. And so I'm going to give some details and I'm going to share some more information. But again, if you're just joining us, share in the comments who you are, your business, where you're from. We want to know. We want people to see this feed and see your name, see your business, see what you have going on. Guys, this is all about highlighting 28 Black entrepreneurs over the next 28 days. And if this goes as smooth as we hope it goes, if this is as awesome as we think it will be, man, do we have a treat for you in March. But this is kind of a test run, kind of a test pilot here. But guys, this is all year long. We're just kicking this thing off. So again, if you're just joining us, put in the comments who you are, where you are coming from, your business, your social media handle. We want to know that. So I want to get right into it because I want to respect everyone's time. There's so many places you could be tonight, so many other things you could be watching and tuning into, but you chose to be here with us. And yes, the next 27 days, we're going to be right here at 6:30 highlighting Black entrepreneurs. But tonight we wanted to just share the machine, if you will, behind the curtain, the why. Why is it so important that we're doing what we're doing? Why would we make such a commitment that every day at 6:30 for the next 27 days that we're going to be in front of you? Is because the fierce urgency of now. You know, YBE was created, and I've said it a few times, and if you're just joining us, I want to just give you a little foundation. The Year of the Black Entrepreneur was created as we came to the drawing board to think through the planning for Triangle Entrepreneurial Leadership, an organization that we found back in 2015 to educate and empower entrepreneurs. But after we saw what was going on with in 2020, with so many things that happened, we saw the exposure. I won't say the rise. We just began to see more of the social injustices and the things that were happening within Black communities. And you know, then we saw the protesting, and then we saw COVID-19 came upon us, and we saw unemployment spike to a height of 14.9% in April of 2019. And so all the implications of this season of 2020 set the tone for what we're doing with the year of the Black entrepreneur. You know, with unemployment spiking, there's quite a few implications of that. One being people are out of work, right? People now have to get innovative and creative. And now, what are my gifts and talents that I can go out and share with the world and create an income for myself and or my family? So that was one implication. The other was so many existing business owners, when given access to opportunities and relief funding and PPP funding and grants, so many could not take advantage of those opportunities because we weren't prepared. We may not have had the paperwork. We may not have had the tools that we needed. There were just so many missing pieces, and for so many, that ship sailed and passed us by. And we cannot stand by and watch that happen. And so we begin to think about, what can we do? What do we need to do? What are we obligated to do? In 2021, we birthed the year of the Black entrepreneur. And our vision is simple. It is to redefine Black entrepreneurship. We've seen the success. We know what's possible, but some of the challenges that have been keeping Black entrepreneurs from moving forward have been not a lack of education, right? Not having the right information, and not so much a traditional education, but a self-education, developing the skills, having the tools, having the information, having the relationships necessary to move the needle forward in your business. Other challenges have just been that gap in access to those opportunities. And so our mission with the Year of the Black Entrepreneur is to educate, elevate, and highlight Black entrepreneurs, thus closing that gap between the access and the opportunity so that Black entrepreneurs can cast their line into the waters of abundance and prosperity. And that's exactly why we are here. So thank you for joining us. I want to call on screen with me a young lady who's been right here in the midst of this programming right from the very beginning to help work again behind the scenes. And now we're trying to get her to step out a little bit. Her name is Miss Angela Milton. She has been my implementer since we've gotten this thing started. And so I'd be remiss if I didn't invite her just to come on screen and say hello to you guys. There's absolutely no way that I could do this all by myself. And as we've grown, as we've gotten momentum, we've seen this thing really, really, truly take off. And so, Angela, I'm grateful for you, and welcome on screen. How you doing?
Hey everybody. How you doing, Mr. Ray?
Doing great. Excited. You might can tell a little bit, but we know the work that has gone into this and the work that is going to follow. So what excites you most about, let's just start with the Year of the Black Entrepreneur. Then we'll talk about the 28 days. But what excites you the most about the Year of the Black Entrepreneur, and you know, why do you give so much of your time, energy, skills, and brain power to this thing?
Well, one of the first things is I'm a true believer in I don't want to die with the recipe. I had my business up in New Jersey for almost 20 years, and there are some things that I did wrong, but there are some things that I did right. And there are some things that I've learned over the last few years in my the things that I've been doing, the jobs that I've had, Carolina Small Business, and now here, that I'm able to share with people, share with my community, so that we can, learn more how to be prepared, so we don't, to be ready, so we don't have to go get ready. And right. And 2020, that COVID, it revealed a lot of unpreparedness in our community. So if there's anything that I can do to help us, I'm down. And the Year of the Black Entrepreneur is an extremely exciting movement that I'm honored to be a part of.
Well, that is awesome. And we are excited that you are a part of it. And like you said, we've been very busy working behind the scenes. So, let's just talk for a second. I mean, we've got a myriad entrepreneurs, Black entrepreneurs that are going to be joining us this month. And we're going to be highlighting them, having conversations with them, really getting to know who they are, their mindset, and how to reach them and how to connect with them. Who's a couple? Well, we're not going to give the names, but let's just talk about some of these entrepreneurs, because these are ordinary individuals, right? Who have began to have some extraordinary success. Entrepreneurs from all backgrounds. Some because they had a vision, they cast it and went to work. Some because they were forced to get creative and bring their gifts and talents and forge their own business. But what is it about entrepreneurship and working with the entrepreneurs that we've been able to work with so far that just drives you? What inspires you about this group that we've been able to engage thus far?
One of the things is their willingness to share their experiences, their willingness to just, one person say this and you may have 5 or 6 people that say, yeah, I did. I experienced that. And this how I overcame it, or this how I was able to enhance it, and that community, we've seen that we saw that being built on night 1, on the very first YBE Tuesday. And I love that because you can't do entrepreneurship by yourself. No, you need that community, you need that village, that are people who are looking to the people who have joined in with us. They're looking more for collaboration and not competition. And that's how we're going to grow our community and get rid of that old tag of crabs in the basket. That's not how we're going to be doing this now.
Absolutely. So exciting. You're right. I mean, I won't get into my story, but there's this thing that I really, really believe in called success by association. The community that you hang out with is one of the great predictors of your success, right? And so who you're spending time with is going to determine where you put your focus, where you hang out with. I often say if you hang out with 4 millionaires and that's who you're spending the most of your time with, there's a pretty good chance you're going to be the 5th, right?
Yep.
Opposite true too, is that if you're spending your time with folks who aren't chasing something, and again, the money thing is just an example, but if you're hanging out with people who are content, then more than likely you're going to be content as well. And so I say that because if you're out there as a Black entrepreneur and you're thinking to yourself, man, I feel like I'm isolated. I'm in a box. I only get to talk to my family and friends, and they don't get me, right? I mean, I've heard that. They don't get my dream. They don't understand my goals. They don't understand my vision. They don't understand why I work hard. They don't understand why I'm out late at night. I'm on this grind. You need to surround yourself with people who do understand that, who do. And by association, you more than likely will become successful. And so when Angela speaks of, what we've been able to hear, gain, and foster so far, is because every Tuesday, guys, if you don't know what we're up to, go out to ybehub.com. Angela, put that in the chat if you will, ybehub.com. If you go out there, you'll get to see what our programming is. And that programming consists of every Tuesday night, we're coming together as a team of entrepreneurs who are sharing best practices. I like to call them best principles with one another. So if an entrepreneur comes that night and they're stuck, they got a problem, well, then they get to ask, 10, 20, 15 other entrepreneurs who can relate to that question. What would you do? How can I? And so that's just been such a blessing to so many entrepreneurs. And I'll just plant this plug. We won't get into the investment right now, but we've already heard of a couple of entrepreneurs say that I've already 10x my investment into this all day because of the association.
That's right.
How important is association, Angela?
I think it's key. Yeah, you got me there. I think it's very important. I think about the times that when I was, running my business up there, that's going to kind of switch it up. But I had a mentor, and on the way that I was able to get that mentor was I associated myself with other business owners who expressed to me the importance of a mentor. So had I not been in that association with those other business owners who were being successful themselves, I would not have known how important it was to, young, new, you don't know what you don't know. So, surrounding myself around them, it helped me to see, okay, I don't know how to do this, or I don't, this is something that I need some help with. And I had a mentor, Vivian Pepe, I'll never forget her, that for years, she mentored me.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, it's the community, right? We don't know it all. When we think we know it all, we're going backwards, right? And to always be learning. And the other thing about community is there's this embedded accountability, right? Like no one's cracking the whip, right? But what association says, man, I'm hanging out with people who are going somewhere, who are hungry, who are determined. You hang around with people like that, it's going to begin to rub off on you.
Exactly.
Yeah. And so when you're doing that, and again, so many people, whether you're a budding entrepreneur or an experienced entrepreneur, everybody gets to learn from one another, right? Nobody's coming with all the answers. And so we've seen entrepreneurs who, again, have success, who are learning from individuals, because sometimes we can get a little disconnected. So it's just valuable. And then the knowledge, again, is very important. And so we're going to do our best, Angela. We're kind of testing the waters tonight. We're already at 17 minutes. So we're testing the waters tonight. We do want to keep these down to 15, 20 minutes because we want to respect the time of our entrepreneurs, but also the audience. And so I want to say to our Black entrepreneurs who are on deck to come up and present, and I already see a couple of them with us, Mona, Ricardo, let's see who else we got out here. Kim, if you're still out there, you got to come on in. Lori, if you're still out there, come on in. And so we're excited to be presenting and highlighting and sharing you with the world over these next 28 days. If you're not, if you don't already have your ticket to be one of the 28 entrepreneurs, there is actually a couple, literally just a couple of spots open. And so again, we encourage you, go out to ybehub.com, take a look around, see if this is a community, a movement, a program that can benefit you, because we only want you to make the investment if it's going to be something that you're going to utilize. Otherwise, it's not an investment, it's a waste. Right. But if this is something that you feel like you can get a return of investment on, join the community and then cast your line and say, okay, is there an opportunity still to be part of this movement? There's going to be tons of opportunities throughout the rest of this year. We have gotten out the gates fast. And so I'm grateful to the Year of the Black Entrepreneur team. Yes, Year of the Black Entrepreneur team, community, all of those who have been working in the background to make this happen. And we're excited, again, what's going to happen this month, but then also what's going to happen the rest of the year. So Angela, anything I may have left out or left off?
No, not that I can think of. It's just an exciting time. We have some great partners and some great sponsors already. So Ryan, tomorrow we're gonna be right back out here tomorrow at 6:30. But each day is gonna be something different. Each day you're gonna hear something different. You're gonna see something different. You're gonna learn something different. So we ask you to set your clock. 6:30 p.m. We're going to be right here live on Facebook, LinkedIn, and YouTube. So come on out.
Awesome, awesome, awesome. So thank you guys again for being here. We're coming up on 20 minutes. The time flies. So again, we want to encourage you to go out to ybehub.com. We are also YBE is a Facebook page. Everything else you'll find under the umbrella of Triangle Entrepreneurial Leadership. But guys, we got some great things in store. And I promise you, you don't want to miss this boat. So get in now, learn what's going on. We're not stopping. You're going to see this thing all over the place. And yes, Angela, we are grateful for our partners, our sponsors who see the value, NC Idea, who saw the value, the Black Entrepreneurship Council. There's been so many people that's been contributing to this thing up to this point. And again, we're just getting the car out of the garage. I might just still be warming up. I don't know. So anyway, guys, thank you so much for being here and joining us for our kickoff tonight. Those of you watching us in the background, my friend, we appreciate your support, all the wind at the back, at our backs. And so we can't wait to see you back every night for the next 27 days. We will be highlighting Black entrepreneurship, and we can't wait to see you there and then hear the stories of how this movement, this program has been a blessing to you throughout the year of 2021. And let me just close by saying this. If it's to be, it's up to me. That's what you got to tell yourself, right? And so what decisions are you making that are positioning you to be able to move yourself, move your business, move your life forward in a direction? So when you look back in 2021, at the end of this year, you can't point the finger at someone else. You can't point the finger at circumstances. You can take responsibility and ownership for where you are in your life, in your business. And those who do that, those who take ownership for their own success, are those who generally achieve it. And so we can't wait to be a part of your story, your journey. And so, Angela, anything to close us out?
Nothing from me except for we'll see y'all here tomorrow night.
All right. We'll see you back here tomorrow night. Thank you all. And join us for 28 days highlighting Black entrepreneurs.
All right. Bye-bye.